Alright, hey guys, this is Steven Chernecki. This is a video of my past game where I had to go top lane Pantheon because I got filled. The patch is 7.10. It just came out, and this is how the game will unfold. This is pre-recorded, obviously. So, as Pantheon top, I am facing a Mordekaiser with cloth armor and 4 pots. He opted for TB. I decided to go Ignite because I wanted to make it a kill lane, as Pantheon will tend to snowball out of control. Not just that, but he also has an ultimate that's practically global that'll benefit in a lot of team fights, as you'll see this game. We will watch something interesting for now.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
So, Diana's trolling. She's sadly plat 4 and she thinks she's good. So, Lulu procced her Thunderlords. She's still trolling over that ward. Jace thinks that's a free kill. Went in, ignited, not enough. Blew both summoners. Caitlyn, luckily, started trap. Now, they got first blood, sadly. Gragas nearly died. Lulu's still almost dead. That was very unfortunate. Meanwhile, top lane, the island, we have Mordekaiser jerking off over here, and Pantheon AFK under tower. Now, Diana starting at red buff. And it looks like Lulu and Gragas are coming to lane late, which is good. Now, I'm unfamiliar with this lane. I even thought about taking the new Doran shield, but I felt like the 3-pot start with a corrupting potion, of course, it would be much more better for this lane. So I'm just trying to freeze it. He already showed me his ability that he took. That's pretty much all he does is walk up, waits for his cooldown, backs off. So I need to get level 2 here quickly. He's doing a fairly good job trading with me. He's healing a lot of my damage. He has a minion wave. That's why he knew he could fight that. I'm being overly aggressive as Pantheon, which is really questionable. But I have Ignite and he doesn't. He nearly turned that one. That was kind of risky on my part. Now, he has TP, and there's no way I'm going to push this wave into tower. That being said, I can't really go back, I would lose too much. He decides to TP to tower instead of a minion. I guess he thinks it gives you extra cooldown. I don't know. So at this point, sadly I did not get first blood because of what happened bot lane, which would have snowballed my lead more uncontrollably. Now he warded river. Sadly it's not going to matter too much because Diana seems to want to AFK farm for late game and be a useful jungler like she was meant to be. I also have Deathfire Touch, as you can see the burn on Mordekaiser. Now we have a ward at our blue and I saw Gragas coming. At this point they honestly should have just dove me, but I don't know what they're thinking. I guess they're not communicating correctly. Mordekaiser should have pushed in top. Instead he was doing nothing. So that was my opportunity to base and survive. At this point, I decided to get 2 long swords and a pink ward.
Red team double kill.
And my bot lane is feeding once again. And Caitlyn got crit glove and dagger. Interesting. So you want to try to last hit these the best you can. I kind of fucked up on a couple of them. It's not that big of a deal. We're even in CS now. Except for I have a kill advantage over him, which should have been first blood, but it wasn't. He's still in base for some apparent reason, without TP. He must have been waiting for an item. I don't think it was the right decision to try to push us in as quickly as possible, as it would have probably most likely stopped in front of his tower. Whenever I play top lane, it depends on who you're playing, of course, but my playstyle is to freeze it right around here, or if not, right in front of your tower, and try to deny them as much CS as possible. It's kind of unfortunate for the other guy to go and try to farm. He has to actually walk up to you and he'll take a spear, as I believe that his Pantheon spears are like 3-second cooldown. So here I thought I won this trade. I went in. He does way too much damage, sadly. That champion's busted. So, most unfortunate for me. Yeah. So, I decided to get boots and serrated dirk for an upgrade. At this point, I started to question if I could even kill him anymore, or if I could even lane against him. Because his passive is honestly way too strong. He gets that overshield. There's not a whole lot you could do with that. But both my summoners are up. Both his summoners are almost up, minus the TP. At this point, it feels like you almost lose lane as Pantheon, and for that reason I was kind of looking elsewhere to gank, because I have ultimate. Mid lane is really hard to gank because it's a Vladimir. All I need to do is pull away and flash if it really needed to. So once again, playing passive in the lane right here, holding it. Mordekaiser's back. At this time, my duel, the Jace, was saying, can we fight this? Can we fight this? Can we collapse? And I was unsure, and I decided to go. Did not know where the fight was going. Killed the Gragas on impact. Stunned him. Did my combo. Q'd E'd him. Chased him down. Got a final Q for the kill. Nice double kill. Help push the mid wave in for Jace a little bit. He should be safe. I don't want to take his farm because I have top lane pushing it, because Mordekaiser decided to push it in now. Good on his part. So I'm 3-1 right now. Because unfortunate misplay. He's ahead in CS, but CS doesn't really matter all too much on Pantheon, as long as you're getting kills and snowballing other lanes. So I tried to do a little trade there, try to keep him off of me with the stun. At this point he thinks he can kill me, which I think is good by him. Overzealous though, nearly had me. So yeah, that was kind of weird and questionable. I think he should just push on the top wave and try to dove me like that, like a normal human being, but what can I say? So at this point I left 2 casters because I'm hoping that the wave will either stay neutral or either push back against me. It did some damage to the melee creeps. I bought Hex, Drinker, and a Longsword. Because eventually they have a lot of AP and I want to get Maw as soon as possible. They have a Mordekaiser, a Gragas, a Vladimir, and a Lulu. And small amounts of Ezreal. So Mordekaiser stopped moving for some reason at the tower. As you can see now, like my Q trade doesn't even do anything to his overshield. But my Q is almost up all the time, so as long as I keep spamming Q and doing trades like that, at this point I'm too far ahead. So now I can all in anytime I want. He walks up for I don't know what reason. Cut away from that ability he uses. He was out of range, had a flash, stun him. When you're doing it with Pantheon, you gotta make sure that you flash stun. Sometimes when you push stun and then you hit the flash, it's still chasing after him, and Pantheon movement speed is high, so you might actually stun and then flash to interrupt your own stun. It happened before. So I decided to sell my pink ward because honestly I didn't need it. The laning stage is pretty much over. This is where the game starts snowballing. I have my ultimate ability. I'm looking to go somewhere. I wanted to go bottom, but Ezreal was in the lane. I was gonna dive a Lulu. Bottom's low. The tower is almost dead. Our bot lane had a base because they have shop, so that's the reason why I didn't do it. Jace was pissing off the Gragas at his golems, which was a good one from him. So nothing really bad happened top lane as of yet. I felt like if Gragas would have did the dove like he should have, even though he was level 3 or 4, he could have got away with that and would have put me much more further behind. Not to mention Mordekaiser dove me as well later on, and we all seen how that happened. Now Mordekaiser's doing Mordekaiser things. My bot lane's getting a kill finally. Gragas is bottom. So everyone's accounted for. Just gonna push out top. I have priority in top. Mordekaiser's pretty much useless. He still got kinda respects damage though. So I want to try to push it in and ult, but he overstepped right there. I have my ignite, my Hex Drinker pop. Very good first item. So at this point he loses like 2 waves right there. All because he walked up. When you have a wave pushing towards you, you probably shouldn't walk up, especially when you're behind like that. It's not worth losing that and getting this much damage done to your tower. Meanwhile, mid lane, they're gonna dive into Vladimir under his own tower with the Shen support. So it takes a lot of time. He just spawned, he's walking back, he doesn't have TP still, so I knew that. I think I push us in and then I base because it's not worth me staying around even though the tower is super low. We already got first tower, it doesn't matter.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So now I bought Maw. This is where it gets interesting. And I want to get Mercs for boots. And I got another pink ward that I never used the first time. So my ult is up once again. Looking somewhere to ult. Being top doesn't really do much for me. He's not really worth as much gold. It's better to make plays around the map instead of beating on a bad player. He's level 9, I'm level 11. Ulted in bot. Saw the Gragas. Was hoping he was going to recall there. He didn't, but still got him cornered. Killed him. Went to the tower because you're Pantheon. You got the shield. Shen was overzealous. He should have backed off towards their tower. At this point, Ezreal's dead. I kind of pathed wrong there. I thought he was going to overcommit to the Caitlyn. He could have E'd and flashed away. Of course, he doesn't have the flash, which I didn't know. Now Mordekaiser has his clone following him. I believe. Yeah, he killed the Diana. Yeah. That's why I backed off. And our Caitlyn was low. So I got my boots upgraded, bought another longsword. As Pantheon, just keep buying those longswords. They will always build into something. Something useful. There's many different builds and paths and everything. Pantheon is a very unique champion. So I made that play bottom. Vladimir decided to pick up a fat wave top lane, which is kinda shitty. At this point, there's literally nothing for me to do. Dragon's up, Herald's up. Dragon's pretty much free if the team ever wants to do it. I decided to clear out the jungle because Vladimir's slow pushing top. Why not? Whenever you're going through the jungle, you might as well take stuff along the way. It's free gold. It'll respawn. It helps you get ahead. I'm not losing anything. Mordekaiser's going bottom right now. At this point, we have a huge lead. Most of the gold is on me. Shen's looking to engage that fight with Jace. So my E could almost one-shot the backline of the casters. I need slightly more damage. We get free top tower right here. I was just gonna let some minions die, deny them the experience and gold. I'm in no hurry. We got the dragon, that's good.
Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team double kill.
The thing you guys gotta know is that the caddy minion always removes Pantheon shield, his passive. So I blocked the first tower hit due to my passive, pushing it in. I saw the Vladimir leave mid lane, roam top. At that point, I knew Mordekaiser was coming as well. I saw the orb getting hit by Vladimir. I thought he was going to cut me off, but at this point I realized he turned back. So now I got Ghostblade. Not really a big fan of Ghostblade. It does help though. It's definitely a good item on Pantheon. So at this point, just gonna go tax the bot lane. Caitlyn is 1 and 4. She is useless as fuck. Also, I had the pings muted because that's a new update that League of Legends got, which is very beautiful. So Jace was telling me to engage that. I did the best I could with what I have. My Maw Pop killed the Lulu. Going back, still got my map, my Maw passive. Was unsure about this engage because Ezreal came and Diana's still solo in the Rift. And she has no mana as well. So I told my team, I said, be right back, I got ult if they're gonna engage. So I buy the item Caulfield Warhammer, I think it's called. And I run it down middle. I'm trying to ult in so I could get Ezreal, but he was at an angle and we got free ultimate from Gragas, which is technically worth. And this is me being retarded. It was pretty bad about Gragas. I don't know why he tried doing that. He had no ultimate to do anything about it. Jace and Shen are together at blue buff. I need to go collapse and help him. Jace sadly got burned pretty quickly. At this point I see opportunity to kill Ezreal because we committed too hard to this fight. Now Lulu, if I could get over the spear or E, but I can't. Had to try to stay alive as long as I can and stall for Diana. So that's my second death of the game. The first one was me being retarded, the second one was from me getting baited from my team. And Rift is doing a lot of work. So now I got my pickaxe and I got Oracle's Lens because I'm trying to build my next item as Death Dance. I think it's absolutely busted and it's a very good item to get, especially on Pantheon. So the good thing about Pantheon is when you ult in to engage a fight, you'll most likely die most of the time, unless you're an absolute god like me. But if you do die, when you respawn, your ult will be back up again. That's the beauty of it. So my E is strong enough to actually destroy waves now pretty frequently, so I can push it in really nicely and then get the crits. So I was going to push another wave, but I saw them rotating around dragon when there was no reason to, because we already got the dragon. So yeah, I went to go collapse. Shen wanted the Lulu pretty badly. She got away sadly. I didn't have a ward because I got the Oracle Lens. The Gragas zoned us out, so we could not engage on that one. Vladimir is still top. He decides to base instead of trying to push for top. At this point they're just getting out rotated and they're probably most likely tilted as fuck. Now I don't know what Gragas is doing. They're trying to wave clear, which is good. We backed off a little bit. Jace decided to go in on Lulu. I was trying to stop Gragas engage, trying to protect the team. Shen went in. I didn't like this one. Went back in, did my best, got a Shen ult. Sadly, he flashed away, so he survived longer than he should have. So the third death was me trying to be an honorable teammate. Shen taunted. Don't think they have enough damage for this. Good redemption. And they're chasing. So, once again, I have ultimate. Got my Death Dance, got my Maw, got my Ghost Blade, got my Mercs, got my Pots, my Corrupting Potions, and the pink ward I never use. So Jace again blue buff, Shen needs a base along with a Caitlyn, because they survived the chase. This point, literally nothing for me to do. Guess I should have been mid lane right now to pick up that farm. The game is practically over, so I was just kind of trolling a little bit. Our platinum player, Plat 4 I believe it is, Diana, is 1-4, trying to fight 1 versus 3. At this time, I saw Jace going in extremely hard, which I respect. Decided to try to back him up. Killed the Lulu on the spot. Is GS pop. Trying to stall the fight for as long as I can. I was just trying to bait them back. I wanted to re-engage it regardless. And we end up killing all of them. Just the two of us. Mordekaiser's scared to go in on this point. That's when I had a flash engage to follow up that. Good taunt by Shen. And we get 2 inhibitors. And Shen keeps going in, because he gives 0 shits. And he's tanky as fuck. So I decided to base, because they're all up, and the only person I trust is Jace. No one else has any gold, it's just me, and Jace is doing fairly decent with his farm and kills. Caitlyn's well farmed, but she just has 2 items. So no thank you. So I saw a fight engaging middle. I used my Ghost Blade to get in position, so I could ult in. Shen ulted, tried to keep him alive. I did a bad engage by going extremely back deep. At this point, we're cut off. Just trying to kill Agragas because he's soft. Ezreal went over the wall. W just came up, handled the Ezreal no problem. Maw pop, keep me alive for a while. Kill Lulu because she decides to face check, like walk up to me melee range for some reason. Maw is doing extremely well work, along with my Death Dance, got a quadra kill. At this point I thought Dino was going to be a scumbag, got a nice penta kill. Not bad. At this point, I was going to run it down middle to try to push the tower, but I hate this Diana. She was practically worthless this game. A Master Yi would have been better, so I decided to take her blue buff. But she actually gave it to me for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe she knew I was carrying her pretty hard when this account is silver. And she is plat 4 in flex. Or I mean in solo queue, but she was playing flex with us. So yeah. If you're gonna AFK all game, I feel like you should probably play a split pusher like Master Yi or Trundle or anyone. I don't know, anyone that could take towers. Trendamere, that's a good one. Fuck, even go like Tristana jungle. At this point they forfeit the game. Ult in, trying to get in the pitcher, missed it, and it is GG. So, final build of this game, Death Dance, Maw, Black Cleaver, Yuma's Ghost Blade, and Mercs. Now, after that pentakill, when I went back, I decided to get Giant's Belt because if that fight was that close without any real tank items, I want to make sure next time I'm tankier and that will happen again. But of course, I snowball out control. Reason behind Death Dance, because it's the most insane item in the game. It will slow your death. Um, Maw's Overshield, and along with a passive that helps you lifesteal much more, is very effective. Along with the Black Cleaver Shred on Pantheon is a core item. This is a must. Um, I would definitely build Death Dance every game I can with Black Cleaver. The rest will be situational. Ghostblade is a really decent item for Pantheon because he doesn't have any escape. You're practically running at them. His base movement speed's good, so sometimes you need that little extra speed to go and chase down your targets. Um, yeah, so everything's pretty much been said. Mercs, because they have 4 APs, it was a really easy game to itemize this. And that is GG. Alright, thanks for watching.